Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I am reviewing the Youth to the People Retinol and Niacinamide Youth Serum, which looks like this. I believe this is the very first full-size Youth to the People product review that I have filmed for the channel. I personally hauled this product myself during the Sephora sale haul, so I will link that video up above in case you missed it. If you're new here, my name is Nadia and I'm a licensed esthetician who loves to test and review skincare products. Feel free to hit that subscribe button and make sure that you hit that notification bell so that you are notified whenever there's a brand new upload. Youth to the People describes this as a multi-effect retinol and niacinamide serum that visibly smooths textured and blemished skin and improve the look of fine lines and wrinkles, and it also improves tone. You can find the Youth to the People Retinol Serum at Sephora, Kohl's, and youthtothepeople.com. A 1 ounce unit of the serum retails for $68. Youth to the People suggests that you use this once or twice per week during your first 1 or 2 weeks. You want to take a pea-sized amount to clean dry skin. Youth to the People suggests that you use this on your face and your neck, and also avoid the eye area. You want to increase frequency to every night as tolerated. If it exists in your collection, you may want to follow it with their Adaptogen Deep Moisture Cream or their Super Berry Hydrate and Glow Dream Oil. I don't have either, so I used different moisturizers and oils to seal everything in. Youth to the People also suggests that you wear your SPF daily as you are applying a retinol to the skin. This lightweight tinted serum is loaded with some of the best ingredients in the market. No average or poor ingredients are found within this formula, and no fragrance. Now let's chat about the retinaldehyde. We see 0.15% stabilized retinaldehyde, a potent retinol that is one step away from prescription strength retinol. This addresses fine lines, pores, wrinkles, uneven tone, and texture. Retinol exfoliates the skin from within, which means that retinol stimulates fibroblasts, the cells deep below the skin's surface, to produce more collagen. As collagen begins to move upward to the epidermis, cell turnover increases. Newer, fresh, healthier skin cells emerge. Fine lines and wrinkles then become less noticeable. I love that this also incorporates niacinamide within this formula, as it supports the effects of the retinol. It also minimizes irritation and flaking from the retinol, and it minimizes trans-epidermal water loss. What I love about this serum is that it also pairs a number of adaptogens such as ashwagandha, maitake, I think that's how you say it, shiitake, and reishi. Ceramides, ceramide NP, ceramide AP, and ceramide EOP, all of which replenish and strengthen your skin's barrier. They hydrate and keep the skin nice and supple. I personally consume adaptogens on a daily basis to help manage stress, keep me relaxed, and help me maintain health. For example, I take reishi before bed. When consumed, reishi enhances the immune system, reduces stress, and improves sleep, and it also minimizes fatigue. When applied topically, however, this antioxidant can visibly reduce some types of discoloration and irritation. I began using this serum on April 17th. I used 2 pumps over the face, which is probably a lot. Do feel free to kind of give or take depending on the size and shape of your face. I immediately noted the bright color of this serum. It felt lightweight and it was fast absorbing. It worked nicely under my Ula moisturizer and the Summer Fridays Heavenly 16 facial oil on the first evening of use. On April 18th, I noted that I completed a hydrating routine that night to offset some of the dryness. Skin did beautifully. I will link a variation of my hydrating routine up above in case you missed it. And if you'd like to get an idea of what a hydrating routine is like for my normal skin. On April 19th, I noted that my skin looked amazing. It was plump, juicy, brighter, especially after dealing with a lot of dryness, dehydration, and breakouts since my barrier had become impaired. On 4/20, I noted that this kind of tints my skin. So my skin wakes up fine the next day, like no tint. I can't see a trace of it at all. But if you are like me, where sometimes you come home and you just immediately just want to wash your skin, do your skincare routine. If you perhaps cook, clean, do some chores, and are around people, the tint may become an issue. Maybe you mind that, maybe you don't. I just thought that I would mention it in case that is a potential deal breaker for you. Since I'm still dealing with some breakouts, I also noted that the redness and inflammation that I get from said breakouts is minimized when using this particular serum. On May 3rd, I noted that I felt some dryness since incorporating this into my routine for about 3 weeks now, and I'd been using the serum twice a week. From my notes, I wrote that I liked it and that it has been helping some of the hyperpigmentation that I had here along my upper lip from either breakouts or the dryness from my barrier being compromised. This retinol serum is definitely meant for someone who is a more advanced retinol user. I wouldn't recommend this retinol serum to a first-time retinol user. Perhaps start with the Drunk Elephant Ma Retinol Oil, and then perhaps try this. I have layered this particular serum under a number of products and I have not experienced any pilling. Definitely love using the Summer Fridays oil over this. So those were my notes. I have used a number of retinol derivatives for years. I've also used prescription strength retinol, and I feel like this is definitely a step below prescription strength retinol, as my normal skin experienced some dryness when I used this product. I, however, did not experience flaking or irritation. At around week 4, I didn't notice as much dryness as I noted in my initial introduction. I think this is the second strongest retinol I have used, and I would say that the first strongest, like over-the-counter retinol that I have used is Drunk Elephant's A-Passioni. I will link my review to that product up above. Please keep in mind that it is an old review, so do be kind if you do click on over. I definitely think I noticed more of an overnight change with A-Passioni, but it could also be that I am, kind of romanticizing the product. But when I reach for it on occasion now, I do feel that it kind of transforms my skin overnight. I do want to say that A-Passioni is definitely a bit more expensive, so maybe give this a shot if you have used retinols before you try perhaps A-Passioni. I could definitely see myself using this year round. I feel like on drier, more cooler months, I'd apply an oil over this as I did throughout my test. From use, I have noted brighter skin, less breakouts, less redness and irritation from breakouts, and a more even tone. Do have to mention that as I filmed my kind of application of the product, I did note that my skin just looked so good, and I feel like it hasn't looked that good in a while. I have been experiencing some anxiety, and I've been kind of picking at my skin. I need to stop doing that. But on top of that, my barrier had become impaired, so I was feeling really low about the state of my skin. And I feel like this has really helped to kind of make it clearer, brighter, feel smoother, and plumper. This pairs beautifully with other ranges. I did not use this particular product during the day, but I did make sure, as I do every day, to apply my SPF every day. This worked beautifully under the Summer Fridays Heavenly 16 and My Ula, and it worked very nicely under the Pharmacy 10% Niacinamide mask. My favorite way to use this. I loved cleansing with the Clearly Clean Cleansing Balm, Drunk Elephant's Best Jelly Cleanser, Murad's Hydrating Toner, Drunk Elephant's Eye Serum, which is right over here, and the Jan Marini Eye Cream, which I have recently introduced to my routine, and holy cow, I am loving that. And then 2 pumps of this serum. I know it's not a pea-sized amount, but I just love doing 2 pumps. And then I'd go in with Pharmacy's niacinamide mask. I will link my video review to the Pharmacy niacinamide mask up above in case you missed it. I know that this already contains niacinamide, but I just truly love the glow that the mask gives my skin. And to seal everything in, I'd apply 4 drops of the Summer Fridays Heavenly 16 all-in-one face oil. This has been a favorite of mine since my barrier became impaired, and a review is coming up on that oil. I know I kind of already gave it away. I would recommend this Youth to the People retinol serum to anyone who has already used retinol serums before and is ready for the next step. This is quite strong, so I do not recommend this to a first-time retinol user. This worked nicely when my skin was looking and feeling its worst, and I did not use this when my barrier was impaired. I will say that. I only did hydrating routines like morning and evening throughout that phase. As soon as I came off of that, as soon as I realized that my skin needed something else, it was balanced already, I started this test. So this worked nicely again when my skin was looking and feeling its worst, dealing with breakouts, redness, irritation, inflammation. I loved how in about 2 to 3 nights, this would really take care of my breakouts. My pros here, I do love that this is less expensive than A-Passioni, definitely a step below derm grade retinol. And if your skin is ready for the next step, I think you're going to love this. I definitely suggest that you listen to your skin and that you start slow as you introduce this to your skin. I really do like the packaging. I don't think I have anything in a black bottle, but this definitely helps to keep the integrity of the ingredients not affected by, light, the sun. I also loved that this helped with breakouts, redness, and inflammation. And then cons here, I'm not going to say that these are cons, but they are more of a warning. So the tint of this serum does linger on my skin, but you'll wake up looking like yourself the next day. If you are one, like I've mentioned this before, to remove your makeup and do your skincare routine immediately after getting home, say for example, you cook or around others or do chores, just remember that you may or you may not see a tint over the skin or a light wash of color, and it'll look exactly like the color of the product itself, which is a very kind of bright neon yellowy. This was a bit drying, but only for about 2 to 3 weeks, just that initial introduction to the skin. After that, my skin tolerated this very well. When I use my prescription strength retinol, my skin does feel dry and it does feel flaky, but there is no irritation. So I do agree that this is definitely very close to derm grade retinol. So to be warned, my friends. I didn't really notice a change in pore size, as I can see that I am losing volume. Aging, I know. And my pores are starting to just become more and more visible. I wish that the initial first impressions that I had, where my pores did in fact wake up looking smaller after first use, lasted much longer. And I feel like that is definitely a con for me. I am rating this in 9 out of 10. This is my first Youth to the People product review, and it was definitely an interesting test. I looked forward to retinol nights when testing this product, and I feel like it worked very nicely with all of the other tests that I'm currently working on. I think that if you are concerned with aging, hyperpigmentation, and breakouts, this is a solid bet. That is, of course, if you are an advanced retinol user. So that is all I have for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for spending some time with me today. Let me know if you have used the Retinal Niacinamide Youth Serum in the comments down below. I'd love to know what your experience has been. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Sale. So I